Alright, I got a new game to play here. I've actually played it a little bit. It is early access, but I feel like it's far enough along that it was worth the $20 on Steam. So, car manufacturer. Let's go ahead and start one. I played through till like tier 4 or 5, I think. So I kind of got an idea of what to do. Little bit. I'm definitely not going to be a pro at this, but it is definitely an addicting little game. It's pretty fun. Just one of them kind of time sink games. So we're just going to clear up this lot. So we're going to build and sell cars. That sounds like a lot of fun. I did record a video earlier on this, and the audio was garbage, so I ended up deleting it off of YouTube. So we're just gonna start over again. I wasn't that far along, anyways. Like I said, I was about to. If you look in the tech tree here, oh yes, right, we get this. I always call this the tripod. So, so it is early access, but it's pretty far along actually. There's quite a bit of content to it. So I thought it was worth the $20. So there's our tripod, and as you can see, there's a ton of vehicles. And I was about here, so I was only to here when I decided to start over and record it correctly. We'll see how it turns out. So we're gonna pause, and we need to build some stuff. So we'll just go down here. This is your build editor, I think it's called. Yeah. Go up here to buildings. I like the brick. I think the brick looks pretty good. We're going to build our factory first. It doesn't have to be very big. In fact, probably the smaller the better. We'll just make it from there. Yeah, we're going to make it pretty small to start off with. That is probably plenty. And then over here, we're going to start our dealership. Again, we're going to make it fairly small. Yeah, that's probably enough to start off with. And we need a parking lot. Oops, there we go. There we go. I got it. Actually, unfortunately, our driver is going to have a little ways to go. 8 by whatever you want it to be is about the best for a parking lot, I figured out. So there's one. Well, it would be 16. I just go 8. It would actually be 16. I'm losing count. I am tired today, I guess. There we go. I got it. So it'd be 32. And we'll make it about. That's probably enough. Let's put in some parking spots. These are for your cars after they're made. This will probably be plenty. Drag this back in. You can drag and that's why I like to start off the buildings kind of small because you can always make them bigger later on, and you can even move them. So you can move them around. I can't see the little. I wish the grids were a little bit more clear. We're just gonna run with that. That'd be fine. All right. All right. Now we need to start setting up the work areas. We'll go ahead and do our assembly line first. We're only gonna be able to have one little workstation here. How do I want to do this? Think about like that. Yeah, we don't have doors on nothing, so it's gonna get all yelly at me. It's okay, it can yell. And then we need a gate for the cars to come out, and we need a conveyor belt. That's the conveyor belt. It's all you need to start off with. We'll go ahead and throw some doors on it. It just needs a door there. We might as well throw a door on the dealership. That's what that's going to be. Alright, for our factory we need to set up storage. That's where they're going to be grabbing the parts from. So this will be a storage zone. And oh, I screwed up the placement. It's alright. We can run with it. That's all we need. I'll just drag it back in. There we go. All better. I kind of have a way I like to set them up now. Okay, that should be good there. Oh, we need some storage crates. We only need a few. That'll be plenty. And we'll set up our dealership. Where's that at? Sales. Doesn't have to be all that big either. That should be good. Kind of a showroom kind of thing going on here. And we'll put a... The customer gets the big comfy couch, so I switch it that way. I guess, I don't know. Don't ask. Alright, anything else I need? We can set up a research building. I think we're just going to hold off on that for a minute. We're just going to build the first car there, so let's set that up. I don't think there's anything else I need here. No. Yeah, so let's set it up. We're going to make the tripod. Alright, we need to set up our storage for the tripod. Unfortunately, we only got the one workstation, so it is what it is. We're gonna have them bringing up parts over. We're gonna place the order. We're gonna have them bringing up parts over to make two, so there's always enough available. Alright, we're gonna hire some workers here. We're gonna hire 2 mechanics, and we're gonna wait till they're strength 3. It's gonna be better for us in the long run, so we're gonna wait for it to be strength 3. I'm gonna unpause it just so we can have some new applicants coming in. And we're not gonna need a researcher. We're gonna need a driver. Strength 3. You can train these guys up later. You can't train drivers yet. I hope they're working on that. That's something I wasn't a fan of. We are gonna need 1 salesman. Like I said, we're waiting for strength 3. All right, there's our transporter. One will be good for the start. Here's our 2 mechanics. Perfect. Yeah, we don't need a researcher right now. We just need a salesman, and you'll do. So we have all of our employees that we need. We can only have 10 at the moment, anyways. Okay. Now, hopefully our transporter is gonna see this ship here at the top, right here. That's where they get the parts from. So it's good to build by these gates near that ship. Let's just move this a little. Guess our driver's just gonna have fun. We're gonna move this over here a little bit closer, just for, I don't know, my old OCD, I guess. Let's go ahead and speed things up. There's nothing we can really do at the moment. Let's set this up. We're gonna be selling the tripod. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu. This is the factory mode. This is the build. That just shows you your sales. This is the tech tree, which we are going to be working on soon. This just shows you the cars you research, and this is your money. And right now we're blowing it. It's just fine. Then up here is the different assembly things you can build. Most of it's locked at the moment. And then, oh, yeah, I think that's the only, but that's about it for the UI, actually. There's not a whole lot going on. You'll get it figured out. You just gotta play it for a bit. There is a pretty good tutorial. It's not terrible. And there's also a tutorial map where you can actually play on it. So that's decent. All right, we're starting to get parts in. All right, let's start building them, and we'll set up the sails for them. We're gonna be selling the tripod, and I found that you can go around 250 for a while, and you'll have to start backing down as the car becomes less popular or less wanted, I guess is a better way to put it. I don't know exactly how it works. The only thing for advertising we got is going around knocking on people's door. Hey, you want to buy my thing? So it is what it is. That's what we got. So let's release it. There's our car. Come buy this thing. We haven't made any yet. Eventually we'll be able to increase our productivity here. As soon as we make a few vehicles, we'll be able to set up another workstation. We're going to do that here in a sec. I think he needs to build 2 of them. Where was that at? Here. I think we need 2 cars to be built. Yeah. We can unlock this. It just allows you to buy or hire more workers. There's quite an extensive tech tree here. It's pretty wild. All of it's locked for us at the moment because we just started, which is fine. There's our first. We need them to build another one, and we can set up a double line here. Why did you go all the way around to deliver that, my guy? Is this building kind of in your way? I am going to move the building. I don't know why you walked. Oh, I don't have a door in the back. I'm an idiot. That's why. That's why you did what you did. I'm the dumbass, not you. He needs a door. There we go. That was my fault. Yeah, I should have put a door there for him. That was my mistake. He's like, this motherfucking jackass didn't design this building for a door right here. I gotta walk all the way around. My bad, guy. I'll give. You know what? We'll give him a raise for that. Let's just give him a raise. Where's he at? Transporter. Here he is. Employed. Here you go, man. There you go. Have another $1. Have another $1. It's 18.85, so that $1 meant a lot to him. It was worth. Alright, I think that's our second car. Can we do the thing? We can do the thing. So now we can have 2 workstations. Alright, so what we're gonna do is pausify this. How are we doing on cash? We're fine. Okay. Let's pause this. We're gonna add a workstation, and this is gonna make these cars zoom up the line a little bit more faster. So we want to go into editor and assembly, and we're just gonna make a copy of this, and then we're gonna go into our storage area like so. Add our little storage racks. That should be enough. Yeah, that's plenty of room. And then, but now we need to edit this line. So, what I'm gonna do is have them finish making this car, and then stop work. So we'll unpause and let them do that. Because if you make changes to the line, you'll lose any progress you got going on. So we'll let him finish building that car, and then we'll switcheroo it. Look, he's much happier coming through that door. That door is life to him. That is his favorite door in the whole world. I'd have been mad, throw the rock through a window and went through that way. I got mad. This jackass. I gotta walk twice as far. Because this guy's a jackass. Oh, there goes one of our cars. You can even look at it. Pretty cool looking little thing. How do I do this? There we go. Middle mouse button. You gotta click it down. Kind of a neat little thing. It's got a tiller instead of a steering wheel. That's the flywheel, or oh, is it belt drive? I think that's the flywheel, actually. Yeah, these things. I remember seeing videos on these little prehistoric engines. They were pretty cool. Yeah, that big wheel was the flywheel, actually. Okay, we're all done here. They're all ready. How are we doing on sales? Are they shipping out? Good stuff. Looks like they're zooming right out of here. That building's way too big. We'll mess with it later. This is just to get me some money to get to the next step. Alright, so we want to edit this. I found the best way to do is just trash the whole thing. Like so. Sell the parts by going into content. Sell all unused parts. And then, yeah. And then just start it all over again when you make a change. I just found it's easier. Now we can split the workload between these two stations. We want the first station to be slightly slower than the second one, so I'm trying to set it up that way. Which this should be fine. Maybe I grab that body part too. So the second station will do this part, and the wheels. And the first station is going to do basically all of this. Chassis. I can't imagine there's much of a suspension. There's 3 parts of the engine and a fuel tank. So it should be pretty good there. If not, we can always tweak it later. So we want to change our storage bins now. And we go into orders here. I am going to edit. I hope that's correct. Yeah, the fuel tank. Yeah. I usually go with 2. I think that one's fine. Alright, and then this storage bin I want for this line here. You see how it connected? That's the one I want. And we'll do the same thing. We'll have enough to make 2 vehicles. And we'll place the order. That should run. It's going to take a second for our transporter to climb through windows and put the parts down. This poor guy. And then we'll unpause it once he gets a few of these bins full. In the early stage, you got to be careful mucking around too much because you can go bankrupt pretty quick. I've come really close. Really close. I made a change and I was totally wrong about it. So in the early game, keep it simple. Make small changes. So I learned, almost had to learn the hard way. I was down to I think I was like -$9, and I'm like, how far in debt can I go before the game just you fail at life? So I quickly took out a loan. You can take out a loan here. I quickly took out $1,000 loan to get me out of trouble, and it helped me until I could get a couple of cars sold. Yeah, we're still not. Well, we made a little bit of money here, but we're still in the red. Made a little bit of money. Okay. Why isn't he filling in this order? I got a feeling they didn't. Yeah, I got a feeling something went wonky here with the storage. So, what we're gonna do is pause it again, and I had a feeling this was just not going right. And we're gonna cancel that again. We're gonna do everything again. Sell the parts. Yeah, I knew this wasn't getting set up right. I've had this problem before. There, I think that's right, because I noticed it before. It wasn't giving. It didn't. It was remembering something it shouldn't have. I should have cleared it in here when I edited it, and it looked like it was fine. I should have just got rid of it and started over. All right, now let's try this again. So we want this workstation for here. So that, and Here and here. Yeah, I knew something didn't feel right. I am not that good at the game that I knew exactly what was wrong. I was like, something, I don't think something's right here. And I was correct. But I just didn't know what was wrong. I've had that happen before. Alright, now he should fill up both these workstations. So let's see if that's how it goes. He's a mechanic, he's waiting. There he comes. I could hire another transporter, but I think one per line is good at the start. He's not happy with me. He's like, dude, every time I load up these things, you just freaking sell them. I'll give you another dollar, man. I'll give you another dollar in a minute. It'll be fine. We're doing pretty good. We started up with 10 grand. We still got 7. We sold a couple of cars, I think. That's probably enough to start production. Maybe not. Might have to wait for him to grab a couple of more boxes. Oh, here we go. We actually are going to start production. We just assigned those 2 mechanics to this line. I don't know if it really matters to do that. I forget sometimes, and I never really noticed that big of a change. It wasn't like, oh, there's something wrong with this. I didn't notice, so I don't know. Now we should be a little bit faster. Of course, we gotta wait for it to start being built, and then we'll be basically making 2 cars at the same time. There it goes. Yeah, he makes the first bit, and then this guy should make up the second bit, or they'll help each other. Yeah, I don't know. The AI kind of has its own way of doing things. With the mechanics, it's not that big of a deal, but once you get to the into the robots, I notice it, man. You got to be really, really particular about how you set it up. But at the start, it's pretty forgiving. You just kind of just wing it. You'll be fine. You'll learn to tweak it over time. Like I said, I've only been through a quarter of the game, so I'm not no expert by any means. But yeah, everything seems to be moving just fine. That's kind of what you want to see when you're tweaking things. Is everything moving at the same time? You start getting backed up, you know you're making mistakes. So here comes our driver, gonna yoink it. And then some feller will come in here and buy it. Oh, there's a feller right there waiting. And he bought it. We made profit. We are making $400 per vehicle. That's not terrible, huh? That's our profit. That's what it costs to build. Probably minus a little bit more. We're probably not quite making that because we are paying employees and all this, that, and the other. So I don't know if that accounts for this 162 accounts for all that or not. I doubt it. But there's another one. So we got a pretty good flow going here. Yeah, we got a decent little flow. We could even add another line, but I don't think it would keep up. Alright, so we need to sell a few vehicles and unlock a few things here. And once I get to that point, I'm just basically going to go AFK run this for a little bit. Go do some work in the kitchen and vacuum my floors and stuff. Let that run for a bit. And just let this run like this and till I get to a position where I can unlock some of that stuff, and we'll start researching on more vehicles. And I will bring you back when that happens. See you on the next one.